Welcome to MedAxiom HeartTalk, where thought leaders come together for one ultimate goal: to continually transform cardiovascular care for all. MedAxiom HeartTalk starts now.
Hi, I'm Melanie Lawson, host of MedAxiom HeartTalk, and today we are talking about how marketing plays a role in CV care and how important that is. So joining me today, I have two lovely guests with us today. I have Cheyanne Reyome, Marketing Manager at Zywie, and Kim Kaylor, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications here at MedAxiom. Appreciate talking with you all today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
This is a topic I think every organization, every physician really needs to think about. And you all talked at CVT here in Denver about how marketing and picking a physician is a lot like picking a restaurant. Tell us more about that.
Sure. So a lot of people think consumer choices are very different than healthcare choices, but today patients, caregivers are turning to open sources and reviews, information available online to make very critical decisions about their healthcare. So they're turning to Google is king. They're turning to Google to check reviews for programs or practices, hospitals that they're going to trust with their care. So you have to have that online presence. You can't leave that out of the equation. It's interesting, less than a third of people now rely on brand loyalty or are brand loyal to a hospital or healthcare system. So you do need to look at the information that you're putting out there, how you're connecting with patients. They're looking at all of this mix of information and different touch points to make a decision about where they're going to receive their care. It's not just that they're loyal, that their grandparents went to the same hospital and that their parents did. Brand loyalty is really out the window, and now it's time to think about your online presence as a key part of your marketing strategy.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting because I think we rely on that name and, oh, my parent went there, my grandparent went there, that's a safe place to go. But this young generation's just not doing that, and a lot of older people as well. So let's talk a little bit about patient-centric care. How does marketing play into that? Because it all comes down to the patient, but you do have to reach the patient first.
Yes, absolutely. So, healthcare is moving towards that value-based patient care model. And so you're trying to make sure that your marketing strategy really aligns with that by creating messaging that brings value to them. You're not just creating a blanket statement. You're trying to address their needs, their concerns, what their conditions are as well. So that way they feel comfortable coming to you as you're an expert in what they're being challenged with.
Yeah, and we look at marketing now, it is so complex. There's so many different ways to reach people. It's not just television, it's not just advertisements. How do you kind of break that down so that you really, truly can tailor your message to the right person?
Absolutely. So marketing, I think some people have an old notion of marketing is it's just advertising or it's very one way, and it's a very complex ecosystem today, especially in healthcare. There's multiple channels and ways of reaching people, and that one size fits all message no longer works. People want to feel connected. They want tailored content. And so we hear about a very common principle on the healthcare side of things, which is right patient, right procedure at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really the same principle applies when we talk marketing. It's really that right message to the right person through the right channel. So you have to have a content mix. You have to know your channels, reach people in different ways in order to break through and connect with them.
Yeah, and it's not that difficult to tweak it, to make sure that you're reaching the right person. So how do you create really a compelling content plan that's not just focused on numbers, because people do want more now?
Absolutely. So I think it's really important to look at patients like a healthcare consumer. You're really creating content that focuses on educating them as they walk through their healthcare journey. Making sure that you are helping them with their informed decision making is really important. So you can do that through thought leadership, social trends, interactive options such as polls on your social media platforms. You're not just telling them, all of these procedures that your, practice completes. It's about helping them make the right decision for them in that time.
Yeah, and I love the point of education because it is a space to learn and grow, and then also apply some of those principles, even as a patient. There's a space for that. It works. I mean, if you really do focus on marketing, it's not just talking about it, it's actually being about it. Cheyanne, do you have any examples of maybe a plan that was really successful?
Yeah, absolutely. So right off for the cusp of COVID, we realized that, relying on referral basis was not growing our new patient percentage in the same way that we wanted to. So we were sitting at about 17%. We really wanted to hit that best-in-class benchmark of 21%. So that required doing the work, setting that foundation of SEO implementation, local search, website redesign. And then from there in 2023, we launched patient-centric marketing. From there, we were able to grow to the best-in-class 21% new patient growth month over month, which in turn resulted in about $3 million in added net revenue.
Wow.
So
with a small investment.
A small investment. 1/10 of that revenue was spent on the marketing budget. So incredible results.
That really is. Kim, you have any final thoughts about this?
Sure. So, we're really passionate about, I'm a cardiovascular specific marketer. My entire team has spent our career in this very niche space. And we're really passionate about bridging the gap between cardiovascular team and marketing. A lot of times, especially in large healthcare systems or large organizations, these two groups sit in very different places. They may not have ever met in person. There's not a lot of relationship and connection building, and that is crucial. We as marketers need cardiovascular experts to educate us on their daily trends, opportunities, challenges, terminology, and the cardiovascular team needs marketers to help grow practices, programs, and really evolve their offerings. And so we need to bring everybody together and create a feedback loop, a bi-directional exchange of information. And this can't just take place once per year. This needs to be ongoing. So we really love to see and work with programs, bring them together and help them work on an effective plan that's cohesive across the organization.
Early and often.
Yes,
and then you see
absolutely.
those types of results, because that's pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for joining us. Definitely something to think about. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Thank you.